And welcome back. This is Toasty Fresh, and I'm going to be playing my latest playthrough, which is Broken Sword: Shadow of the Templars, which is a classic point-and-click game, which I first played for the PS1. Anyway, we'll go ahead and watch the opening video.
Paris in the fall, the last months of the year and the end of the millennium. The city holds many memories for me, of cafes, of music, of love, and of death.
It's slightly different. I don't remember THQ being on the beginning. This is another beautiful game that came out for the PS1, and it was actually, I think, the first point-and-click game that I actually completed. With the first one that I ever played that introduced me to the game genre was Monkey Island for the Amiga, my brother's Amiga. But it's very reminiscent of that, and Revolution were involved in a lot of quality games, like some I've not played on, some I've had a little dabble of, like Beneath the Steel Sky. And that is the game's hero, the famous George Stobbart, as the French say in this. And there you go, folks. That's how the story starts. And anyway, for anyone who doesn't know, the story of Broken Sword centres on George Stobbart there, who's just picking himself up.
As I picked myself up, all I could hear was the ceaseless drone of traffic. Life went on around me, but the explosion was to change my life forever.
Yep, and that is good old Judge Stobbart. If you've never played Broken Sword, he's the hero, the title's hero, and he's on vacation in Paris, and this big explosion that he's caught up in winds him up into a great big conspiracy with the shadowy organisation known as the Templars, which is the title of the game, Broken Sword: Shadow of the Templars. You'll have to mind my squeaking chair, which you could probably just hear them. And that's not because I'm a massive guy, it's just very squeaky. Not there's anything wrong with that, but I'm not that big. Right, and we'll just have a little look around.
The blast had blown out the glass, leaving a gaping hole. I examined
A gaping hole, eh?
It was broken, all right.
Yep, that window does look broken.
The table had been overturned by the explosion. I considered straightening the table, but I figured it best not to disturb the evidence.
What evidence? The chair, how far it flew. I don't know. Let's go ahead and look at a few other things.
It was an iron lamppost. I considered climbing the lamppost, but it wasn't going to shed any light on the affair. The umbrella had protected me from the bomb blast, but it was of no use to me now.
A bomb-proof umbrella. I'll have to remember that.
I contemplated crawling under the umbrella and pretending none of this had ever happened.
So, from the best of my memory, I think that's it. You can go to other places, but I won't do that just yet. I think your first port of call is to go into the cafe, which is a natural thing to do if you've been involved in an explosion, is to go into the building where the explosion has just come out of. I think this is going to need a bit more than changing rooms.
It was the body of the old man. It was hard to believe I'd seen him alive only minutes before.
And your first reaction to a dead body.
I tried not to meet his
Touch
stare
it up.
as I searched the dead man's pockets. No wallet, no papers, no credit cards. The guy's past was a blank page.
So we'd rifle through a dead man's pockets for nothing. So I think that's it. There's a bottle there that's looking out at me.
A mysteriously undamaged bottle of spirit stood on the bar. I needed a stiff drink, but I hated the taste of brandy.
Well, you can't be too picky when everything else has been blown up, George.
The pretty young waitress was unconscious.
Let's go and help out the lady. Oh, you got a bit of a side boob there, grow up.
Oh, my head. Never again. How much vodka did I drink? Oh, no, don't tell me. What is your name, Shelley?
George Stobart, ma'am.
Oh,
I like how it's got an
She
echo.
asked the question quite innocently, but I could sense her reserve. It was something which seemed to afflict all Europeans. You look like you could use a little help.
I could use a little drink. I feel sick, dizzy, and bruised. I don't even remember the party.
Just relax and take it easy. You've been knocked out.
You don't
Someone give
say.
you a refill.
What happened?
There's been an explosion. You should try not to move.
Are you a doctor?
We'll be honest.
No, but I used to play hospitals when I was a kid. Can you remember anything at all?
No. I need a drink. Pour me a brandy.
Is that straight or with ice?
Just give me the bottle with a teat on it.
I guess a little drop won't hurt.
Yeah, I think she's used to having a bit of a tipple. Yeah, she drank that like a pro.
She knocked back the brandy as if it was water. I was glad I wasn't picking up the check.
What about the old man? Is he dead?
Yes, he is.
Oh, mon Dieu. I've never seen a real-life corpse before, except for Grandmaman. That was different. She was family. Has he gone stiff?
Ooh, missus.
I think so. He's only been dead a few minutes.
Time to ask her a few questions. Now, there's sometimes in the game, I know this is a bit, I'm not using the mouse, so this is a little bit finicky. I'm using the pad.
Do you remember what happened when the clown entered?
I remember that horrible tune he played all right. It was like a funeral dirge.
I'd never liked accordion music either. Did the clown speak to the old man?
No, he just laughed at him. Then he grabbed the old man's briefcase and ran out of the door.
Did the old man try to stop the clown?
Oh, he didn't have a chance. The clown dropped his accordion and ran out of the door. That's it. That's all I can remember.
Oh, I got a thieving clown that drops exploding accordions.
Did you see what the old man had in his briefcase?
No, he didn't open it.
What did the old man do when the clown snatched his briefcase?
Nothing. He just sat there like he was frozen.
Did you know the old man?
No, monsieur. I never saw him before.
Well, that
How did the
clown's
old
that
man
went out with a
behave?
bang.
Well, agitated. He kept looking about him at the door, at his watch.
As if he was waiting for someone?
Yes, I suppose so. He was worried about something, that's for sure. If you ask me, he was having an affair. He had that look about him, like a guilty husband.
Well, that's all we got from her.
Stay here, mademoiselle. I'm going to look around for evidence.
Yeah, that's evidence. Alright, so I think that's all you can do for the moment. So we'll venture back outside now. Now,
Freeze! Hold it, right there.
alright,
Whoa,
Inspector
don't shoot.
Clouseau.
I'm innocent. I'm an American.
Can't make up your mind, huh?
I demand to see the American consul.
Drop your weapons and get down on the ground.
It's
That
Professor
may
X.
Sergeant Moo. I apologize, monsieur, but I cannot permit you to
Oh no,
leave.
or maybe it's
Am I under
Poirot.
arrest?
Ah, no, I would simply like to ask you some questions. En avant, to the café, marche.
But of course.
What a mess. This bombing is an outrage, is it not?
Stop that, monsieur. Stop holding your breath at once.
Has it occurred to you that he may be dead, Moo?
Oui, monsieur. But I prefer to look on the bright side. Besides, I recall a case where the killer escaped by feigning death.
That's some kind of bright side.
However, in this case, the man is quite dead. Clearly, the killer knew of his presence and...
How many times have I warned you about premature extrapolation? All we
I
know
think you can
is
get tablets for that.
he is dead.
it seemed reasonable to assume...
A great detective assumes nothing. Take Maigret, for instance.
But he was a fictitious character, monsieur. Why, he was no more real than Poirot or Tintin.
That's different, Moo. They were comedy Belgians. Anyway, it is unlikely that even you will learn much from talking to the dead. Examine the girl and take her statement, if you can.
Okay.
I doubt if she is in a fit state for questioning, monsieur. It smells to me as if she has been drinking.
As I feared, we have stumbled upon a den of iniquity, Moo.
Leave her to me, sir. I am used to handling drunken women.
I do not doubt that for one moment.
Hey, you stole my line.
Et maintenant, to business.
That's what she said.
Your name, please?
George Stobart. I'm from California.
And what brings you to Paris, Monsieur Stobart?
Travel. I'm touring Europe.
You chose well. The city is most beautiful at this time of year, no?
Yeah, I guess so. Apart from the bomb blasts.
Yeah, they
Were
always
you
put
in
it
the
down on them
vicinity of
all,
the
they don't
cafe
they?
at the time of the explosion?
Yeah, I was sitting out on the sidewalk. I was lucky I wasn't killed. The inspector passed over my remark with no reaction.
Did you see the deceased enter the cafe?
Yes, I did.
Was he alone?
Yeah.
And did he say anything to you?
No. He was more interested in the waitress.
Did you see anyone else in the cafe?
Yeah, there was a guy dressed as a clown. He was carrying an accordion.
An accordion? Bon, the picture is forming in my mind, and it is not a pretty one.
Dirty man.
Is the girl all right, Moo?
She'll live if she survives the hangover. She doesn't remember seeing a clown, monsieur.
That's odd, don't you think, monsieur? Who am I to believe, I wonder? Eh bien, I have heard enough.
What do you mean?
I am satisfied that you know nothing. You may leave. I hope this little incident does not spoil the rest of your vacation.
What about my personal safety? Can't you at least give me some advice?
What can I say? Stay alert and look out for suspicious characters.
And don't cross the road until the little man shows green.
Great
There
advice.
you go, words to live
I
by,
honestly
folks.
believe you are in no danger, monsieur. Should you remember anything of importance, please contact me. My card.
Thanks.
That is all. You may go.
There's not much to go on, monsieur.
On the surface, no. But what lurks inside the subconscious? If the door can only be opened.
Are
Okay.
you serious, monsieur? I thought your interest in psychic detection was purely academic.
Academic? You are about to witness a scientific breakthrough.
What, holding your head? Oh. Who's the skirt?
The girl presented a confident but sullen mask to the world, an expression more suited to the face of a delinquent youth.
Well, let's speak to this sultry French chick.
Excuse me, mademoiselle? Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Oh, an American by the sound of it.
Yeah, that's right, on holiday in Paris. Some holiday, huh?
You were here when the bomb went off?
Sure was. Sat right out front of the cafe.
Did you notice a middle-aged man, maybe 60, with an hat and overcoat?
I couldn't believe it. She hadn't even asked how I was feeling. Yeah, he went inside just before the bomb exploded. You weren't related to him, were you?
Oh no, nothing like that. I am Nicole Collard from La Liberté.
What's that, some kind of nightclub?
No, it is a newspaper.
You're a reporter?
I'm a freelance photojournalist.
The
Hey,
camera
you're
around her
with
neck's
me.
a bit of
How
a
about
giveaway.
that? You know, an eyewitness account. Minutes after the outrage that shook the whole of Paris. You know, real-life drama, human interest, that kind of stuff.
I'll just stick to the facts, thank you. Did you see who planted the bomb?
I know it sounds crazy, but he was dressed like a clown.
Oh God, it's him again.
It's him again.
Do you know a police officer called Rosso?
Rosso? Our paths have a knack of crossing. If I didn't know better, I'd say it was deliberate. Have you seen Rosso? Is he here?
He's inside, attempting to question a witness with his psychic powers.
What? That guy is weird.
You could say that again.
Yeah. Rosso didn't blink when I told him about the clown. It's as if he already knew.
That is typical of a cold fish like Rosso. I've seen cheeseburgers with more spunk.
Spunk on cheeseburgers? I don't think I've seen that recipe
You
before.
speak very good English for a French girl.
Thanks. You speak very good English for an American.
Touché.
Who's the guy you were supposed to meet?
His name was Planter. I didn't know him, but he called me last night. He said he had a story which would interest me. He asked me to meet him at the cafe. I guess I'll never know what he wanted to tell me.
Not unless you have Rosso's gift for psychic interrogation.
You can speak to the dead,
How
you're
did
fan.
Plantar get your name?
Through the newspaper La Liberté. I'd written an article linking two unsolved murders. One in Italy, the other in Japan. The cases were remarkably similar. A wealthy victim, no apparent motive,
And a costumed killer. Plantard said he could supply me with more information.
Not anymore, I
Have you
can't.
met the clown before?
It's a long story.
I have plenty of time.
I don't.
His name was Plantard, now it's Napoleon Bonaparte.
Why won't you tell
Sorry
me
about
about
that.
this clown?
Why do you want to get involved?
Because he almost killed me. Isn't that reason enough?
I guess so. Listen, I'll give you my phone number.
He shoots, he
You
scores.
help me with my story, and I'll let you in on what I know. And let's get one thing straight right now. This is strictly business.
Okay, it's a deal.
I have to go develop these pictures. À bientôt, monsieur.
Fine, I'll see you soon.
That's it, she's off.
The sergeant was a scrawny man in his 50s who resembled a constipated chicken.
That's a good look.
Excuse me, Sergeant.
You heard the inspector. Go on, monsieur.
We'll have a little bit of talk to this guy.
I was one of the last people to see the victim alive, Sergeant.
Does that worry you?
Yes, it does. I feel I owe it to him to find his killer.
Very
That
noble.
is best left to the authorities, monsieur. Did he speak to you? Tell you anything?
No, he just grinned and nodded.
Don't let it trouble you, monsieur. Go home and try to forget.
I know the identity of the dead guy. His name was Plantard.
Is that so? You knew him, did you?
No, but
We'll know everything there is to know about him soon enough.
I'm trying to be helpful here.
The best way you can help us is to go home, monsieur.
Go home, Stubbard, you're drunk.
I really did see the clown. He ran into the alley across the street.
Did you follow him?
That's your job, not mine.
An armed chase through the streets of Paris? That's not our style, monsieur. Inspector Rousseau may be unorthodox, but he's not crazy.
Did you find the victim's briefcase yet?
No, sir. The inspector gave me specific instructions to guard this door. Until he countermands these orders or backup arrives, here I stay.
The door's in good hands.
How did you and Rosso arrive at the scene of the explosion so quickly? You arrived within minutes. Was it a tip-off?
Inspector Rousseau's sources are a perpetual mystery to me, monsieur. There are some who say he has made a pact with the devil.
And what do you think?
I think he is the devil.
Oh,
What
scary.
is Rosso doing with that girl?
He is giving her the once-over, as you Americans say.
That's one way to put it.
Once he gets his teeth into a case, nothing will shake him off.
Was he serious about all that psycho-detective stuff?
Of course, Inspector Rousseau is a pioneer and a visionary. His revolutionary methods, once perfected, may change the face of law enforcement forever.
I can't see it taking off in L.A.
Oh, I'll just do this one, why not?
Look, Sergeant, the inspector gave me his card.
Yes, monsieur. He wants you to advise him if you have any information concerning this case.
Well, I'd be glad to talk with him, but I don't want him working his psycho weirdness on me.
Ah, no, monsieur. You are confusing the science of parapsychology with witchcraft.
Oh, yeah? What's the difference?
We don't do sacrifices.
Well, that's reassuring.
See you later, Sergeant.
Yeah, well, I think that is where I shall end this video, and I'll probably take a break myself, and I'll come back later and we'll do a little bit more investigating into this mystery. Anyway, that's all I've got time for this time, so I'll see you later.